Professor Elton. Today we are presenting our Marketing Plan Part 2 for the Off-Campus Group, a market analysis of the context, competitors, and customers of Varian Medical, with a continued focus on the X-ray division of the company. First, we will consider the context of the company's X-ray division in the market. The economic downturn in 2008 was a major environmental factor affecting firms across industries. Fortunately, growth of X-ray product sales in Asian markets has helped keep sales numbers strong. Individual users, like clinics and hospitals, may choose to continue to order replacement X-ray tubes and use equipment servicing at this time, and this appears to be an increasing segment of the market. It remains to be seen how healthcare policies, such as the new Affordable Care Act, affect the imaging industry and the purchase of X-ray products. In addition to the Affordable Care Act, government agencies and the associated legislation and regulations play an important role in the healthcare industry, including X-ray-based imaging. For X-ray products, these agencies include the FDA, EPA, and the NRC. For example, the EPA would regulate environmental impacts of chemicals used in production, and the NRC plays a central role in radiation regulation. Varian, as well as the purchasers of Varian's products, must meet the regulations of each entity. It is important to note that regulations related to X-ray production and exposure are extremely weak in the rest of the world, in contrast to the US, with the exception of the European Union. Social factors that impact the X-ray market could include the negative stigma of radiation and X-ray products, which should be less of a concern in the domestic market due to the many years of outreach about the benefits and safe use of X-ray technologies, as well as the increasing aging U.S. population, which is associated with an increased demand for imaging services for both screening and treatment. The relationship between the patient and the caregiver in medical settings is an important one in terms of conveying needs for X-ray screening to the eventual end user of the technology, or the patient. It is through this relationship that medical needs are converted to demand for X-ray services, which in turn then drives demand for the X-ray devices that include Varian's X-ray products. Finally, like most medical device industries, the ever-changing technological environment is a critical consideration in the X-ray market. One of the most significant trends has been the shift from traditional film detection of X-rays to digital detection and image processing. With the transition to digital has come the importance of software development for image storage and processing. However, note that not all clinics will have the option of upgrading their entire systems due to many of the economic reasons discussed, and so the conversion to digital will be a gradual one. Other advances and trends include multi-use systems and increases in portability. Here we take a moment to consider Varian in the context of Porter's 5 forces analysis. Important elements are the cost and regulation prohibitive nature of entry into the X-ray products market, which may, however, be different in countries with fewer regulations. The power of customers is limited by the lack of alternative supplies for many of the imaging products, and the high cost of X-ray devices means that it can be challenging to switch models. However, the ability of customers to switch from Varian as a provider of replacement X-ray tubes, as we discuss later in the presentation, is higher than the ability to switch entire imaging systems. Also, the relatively long life of products like X-ray components is notable. The X-ray industry is threatened as a whole by the threat of substitute products in the form of alternative imaging technologies, such as PET scans, which could replace the need and/or the demand for X-ray imaging in certain applications. Next, we will consider some of the major competitors of Varian. These include large-scale medical manufacturers like Siemens and Philips, as well as smaller companies like Accuray and Elekta. Siemens is a German company with $100 billion of annual revenues and a strong healthcare division. The nature of Siemens makes it able to market easily around the world with numerous distribution centers and a high cash flow. Siemens is well established as a leader in the medical and energy fields. especially in radiation therapy and nuclear energy technologies. However, their ties to U.S.-designated terrorist states like Iran through the energy sector of their business has led to legal issues with the United Nations and associated costs that have had a negative impact on the company. Recent evidence of ties to Libya may mean that Siemens' troubles in this area will indeed continue. Philips, a worldwide conglomerate, is another major player in the industry, with offices in around 150 different countries and high capacity for worldwide production and transportation. They are well positioned to expand into China, especially considering their experience in emerging markets from the lighting division of their company. Also, the company has strong brand familiarity among customers and a trusted reputation. Like Siemens, they have high levels of capital resources and are a major player in the consumer electronics industry as well. Therefore, they are well positioned to blend some of their knowledge related to consumer electronics with new imaging equipment. However, many of Philips' patents are expiring soon, and their consumer products and lighting product lines are more well known than their medical products lines. Smaller sized competitors include Accuray, which recently purchased Tomotherapy, a move that will expand the company's global presence and marketing ability, as well as a likely future market share. However, with the benefits of the merger will come some growing pains as the structure of the new combined company is reorganized. The company will need to increase awareness of its products in the medical market. Elektra is based out of Sweden and is involved in products with a range of clinical applications, including oncology and brain disorders. Elektra is known for the fact that it is a world leader in image-guided and stereotactic clinic solutions for radiosurgery and other radiation therapies, as well as for its focus on high-quality, patient care-centered products. On the other hand, weaknesses include that it has a more limited reach globally, and the United States customer base is significantly more limited than for the other companies discussed. In the final section, we will also consider the X-ray tube replacement market, in which Varian faces increasing competition from replacement parts from foreign producers and suppliers, especially those from Asia. In our final segment, we will examine the types and characteristics of customers that are targeted by Varian. While eventually X-rays are purchased by individual consumers who visit a hospital or clinic, this is a service product offered by that medical facility. Here, we are looking at the business market customers who purchase the X-ray goods, including X-ray tubes and flat panel X-ray detectors from Varian. These customers can be divided into a few major groups in this business market. Most importantly, there's two different types of medical sales customers: OEM sales to other medical device manufacturers, and sales of replacement X-ray products to medical clinics and hospitals. We note that Varian also targets sales of X-ray tubes to another business market, which is companies that use them in security screening devices or for custom industrial applications such as measuring the thickness of items. On the right, we see an image of one of Varian's X-ray tubes used for imaging types such as mammography and scanning. First, let's consider the OEM market, which stands for Original Equipment Manufacturer, and this made up 61% of sales in Varian's X-ray product division in 2012. Varian produces X-ray tubes that are then used as key components in imaging devices manufactured by companies like GE Healthcare or Shimadzu. Note that some of these companies may compete with Varian in other ways, but they can also be customers of Varian's individual component X-ray products. These customers generally need large volumes of parts to meet production needs, and often need Varian's custom X-ray tube products to meet the needs of new or in-development devices. As there are a limited number of these types of business customers, Varian must carefully cultivate these relationships with customer relationship management systems. To the right of this slide is an image of a flat X-ray detector panel from Varian's PAC-Scan line, which is another element that may be requested and purchased by these companies. In contrast, the aftermarket is the sales of replacement tubes to medical clinics or hospitals that need them for their machines. Varian owns a subsidiary in Charleston, South Carolina called Interray that is the major supplier of these products. We note that while medical customers are the major market, Varian does also target certain tubes to dental or veterinary imaging equipment. Also, some of the X-ray tubes are sold via other medical device distributors. Customers need high-quality, high-performance products and will select Varian's tubes if they offer this at a price that is competitive with foreign manufacturers. Interray offers very rapid shipping of X-ray tubes from their existing inventory in order to meet immediate needs for device repair. In order to help customers learn how to select a tube to meet the needs of their existing device, the Varian website provides a table of devices by manufacturer and the number of the correct Varian-made replacement part. Varian also offers the service, repair, consulting, and training needed by many clinics. Due to the technical nature of these products, much of the information that customers will be gathering about Varian's products will be accessed through experiences such as reading health trade publications or visiting the Varian promotional booth at health imaging focused conferences and expos like the one seen on this slide. Both frontline users, like radiologists, and possible additional decision makers, like hospital administrators, can be reached at these conferences. Specific technical representatives can build relationships at the expo events that can then turn into ongoing customer relationships over time. Relevant scientific societies, such as those focused on medical imaging or radiology, are other ways to gain awareness and recognition of the brand among a targeted influential audience. Finally, it is important to note that Varian has set up systems that allow it to effectively target the international customer, including over 70 different sales and support locations, and subsidiaries in countries like China that both manufacture and market X-ray products to the emerging market for medical imaging in Asia. Here you can see that there are subsidiaries in Beijing and Shanghai, and many hospitals in these cities have adopted Varian medical products. So in conclusion, as the population gets older, there will indeed be a growing need for medical care worldwide. Advances in medical technology have made it possible for people to live longer by curing or treating many previously life-threatening conditions. As the population gets older, the need for medical treatments will increase further. Varian's integrated software and products allow physicians to make better diagnoses of patient ailments and improve the quality of care received. In addition to these domestic uses, emerging markets such as China offer a high potential for growth and future profits in the medical industry, including the X-ray market. Indeed, some people believe that China may quickly become the fastest growing market in the next 10 years. Varian is well positioned in China and is ready to compete with companies like Philips that have made large investments recently in the Chinese market. Business markets to watch in the X-ray division of Varian's business include the OEM market, as increased integration of efforts and increased partnership with manufacturers may well be on the horizon, as well as the aftermarket, including healthcare facilities which are interested in maintaining their machines in the face of economic conditions, and are interested in looking for a balance between price and quality factors such as lifetime, durability, and service. Thank you very much for listening to our presentation for this week.